I don't want to tell you what happened last night, but if I don't tell you, that would be prideful. The Lord has called me to be humble, and in obedience to Him, I must tell you what happened last night. I got to the TA here a little before 4 p.m. yesterday to begin my 10-hour break. Parked in an area just beyond the fuel island where there were other trucks also parked. And at midnight, a security guard came and woke me up and told me I was illegally parked and had to move into their paid lot immediately or be impounded. I told him I was out of hours. He said, "Sorry, you need to move now or be impounded." So I quickly got out, made sure that my fifth wheel release handle was still in the locked position. I went to go pull around to where the guard told me to go, and when I released the parking brakes, I rolled back a little and gently hit the truck that was parked behind me, and he reported it, so I had to report it too. Now I'm gonna have an accident on my record. I'm not even 2 weeks into this job. And because of that, I had to restart my 10-hour break. So that's about 10:15, so 20 more minutes before I can go on duty, do my pre-trip inspection, and go to Virginia, make the delivery for the load I already have, and then pick up another load to take back to Carlisle to be relayed. And then we'll head off to our Easter retreat tomorrow. Grateful that God has given me the grace to be humble and not to be stubborn in my pride and keep these things secret. For all my sins, I deserve to suffer like this and so much worse even. Grateful that I'm able to unite these sufferings to Jesus. Especially in this week when we remember His passion and death. Here we go, over the Potomac and into Virginia. Passed through a very tiny part of Virginia for a couple minutes last week, so I didn't bother to recite Virginia's counties then. But we'll do that now. Take my time reciting these counties because with Virginia having independent cities, which are officially their own counties, this makes it really hard to memorize. I consider Virginia the hardest state to remember the counties for, even though Georgia and Texas both have more. Here we go. Accomack, Albemarle, Alexandria, Allegheny, Amelia, Amherst, Appomattox, Arlington, Augusta, Bath, Glenford, Bland, Botetourt, Bristol, Brunswick, Buchanan, Buckingham, Buena Vista, Campbell, Caroline, Carroll, Charles City, Charlotte, Charlottesville, Chesapeake, Chesterfield, Clark, Colonial Heights, Covington, Craig, Culpeper, Cumberland, Danville, Dickinson, Dinwiddie, Emporia, Essex, Fairfax, Fairfax City, Falls Church, Fauquier, Floyd, Fluvanna, Franklin, Franklin City, Frederick, Fredericksburg, Galax, Giles, Gloucester, Goochland, Grayson, Green, Greensville, Halifax, Hampton, Hanover, Harrisonburg, Henrico, Henry, Highland, Hopewell, Isle of Wight, James City, King Clean, King George, King William, Petersburg, Middlesex, Montgomery, Nelson, New Kent, Newport News, Norfolk, Northampton, Northumberland, Norton, Nottoway, Orange, Page, Patrick, Petersburg, Pennsylvania, Pocosin, Portsmouth, Powhatan, Prince Edward, Prince George, Prince William, Pulaski, Bradford, Rappahannock, Richmond, Richmond City, Roanoke, Roanoke City, Rockbridge, Rockingham, Russell, Salem, Scott, Shenandoah, Smith, or Salem, Scott, Shenandoah, Smith, Southampton, Spotsylvania, Stafford, Staunton, Suffolk, Surrey, Sussex, Tazewell, Virginia Beach, Warren, Washington, Waynesboro, Westmoreland, Williamsburg, Winchester, White, York. I may have forgotten some, I may have mispronounced some. Those are the counties and independent cities of Virginia. Welcome to Richmond. Aside from one slow spot of traffic, it's been mostly smooth sailing this morning. 35 miles from our drop and hook. That'll be another 19 miles from there to our next pickup, which I hope won't take long, because I make sure I have enough hours to get back to Carlisle tonight. So far. I see you, haters, says the license plate in front of us. I try my best not to be a hater. Try to love God and love my neighbor, as Jesus taught us. Pray for all, including my enemies. Especially those who have hurt me in the past and in the present.
In 1 mile, continue straight onto Winston Churchill Drive.
And while I'm at it, I guess I might as well pray for the haters that that particular car owner has seen. We just got loaded here in Chesterfield County. Just get the paperwork in order for this load. Put the seal on it. It should be about a 5-hour drive to take this to Carlisle to be relayed. Just need to stop on the way to scale the load. And that'll be time for a much needed retreat. I know the past week or so I think I've only been saying I'm going home for Easter. And yeah, I'm going home at least for a little bit on Easter Sunday, but I'm going to spend most of the weekend at Dalesford Abbey, which is a community of the Norbertine religious order. I'm going to spend Holy Thursday through Easter Sunday morning on retreat with them. In October, I went on a discernment retreat with them. I've been thinking a little about the possibility of religious life in the past year. And prior to that, I'd been discerning priesthood a lot. So when I was with them in the fall, I signed up to go on this Easter Triduum retreat, so my schedule allows, so I'm going to stick with that. Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from thought it would be. I got to the scale. I started out with my tandems in the 12th hole, and based on how I saw that the trailer was loaded before I left the shipper, my intuition told me that the tandems would probably need to be slid forward in order for the axle weights to be legal. So I decided I might as well do that before I get on the scale so that I won't have to reweigh. So I did that, and at first the tandems wouldn't move. I had trouble getting the pins to pull in after I pulled out the release handle. And it turned out the release handle went back into the lock position while I was trying to get the pins to go in. So I finally got them in, slid the tandems forward, and waited, and it turned out I was dead wrong and actually needed to go back to the 13th hole. So I still ended up having to reweigh. Wasted quite a bit of time, but we still have enough hours left to get to Carlisle. We scaled the load in Hanover County, if my GPS is telling me correctly. Drove through a bunch of other counties and independent cities in Virginia. I'd seen signs saying that we were going in and out of some of them. I don't have the exhaustive list, so I'll figure that out and update my maps after we get back. Size, I wanted to make sure I showed it to you. exists for an audience that